Right now, independent senator from Maine, Angus King. He's a member of the Senate Armed Services and Budget Committee. Sir, thanks for making time for me. And we have heard that the budget does not deal with entitlement reform, tax loopholes, major debt reduction, or all of the sequestration cuts. Now, you're on the special budget conference that's coming up with the plan. What's your feeling on how this is taking shape? And then what's your biggest linchpin of concern?
Well, first, Thomas, I think it's really important to say that more important, I believe, than the numbers and the details are doing it at all. You've got to understand, Congress hasn't passed a budget in 4 years, and I think simply coming to a deal that can be passed by both houses and get us off of this crisis-to-crisis governing is in itself important, and important to the country, and important to the confidence in the country to help this recession that seems to be ending the momentum that's being gained in the economy, to help that keep going. So that's a really important point, and we shouldn't lose sight of that when we're talking about how it's being funded or what the actual dollars are. My impression is, from talking to people around here this morning, and by the way, I should say Washington's offices are shut down. The Congress is in full swing today, and we're certainly working to get these deals done, that they are going to do a small deal that's going to deal with the sequester over the next couple of years, but give us some certainty, not eliminate it entirely, but give the Congress and the people of America some certainty about what the budgetary situation is going to be. And as far as I'm concerned, that's going to be a serious victory because, you know, it's been crisis to crisis.
Correct.
It's really going to be in the hands of Speaker John Boehner, I think, and whether or not he's going to bring the compromise to the floor, or whether he's going to let a small segment of his caucus basically say, the ones who don't want anything and like shutdowns, to stop this whole process.
Sir, let's talk about that, the governing crisis to crisis, because we don't want to reach that in a situation when we come with the defense bill, and we've got the House and Senate negotiators coming to an agreement on this stripped-down version of it, which features pay increases for service members. It bars the transfer of Gitmo detainees here, and sexual assault reforms included as well. But a lot of senators had wanted more amendments, like Senator Kirsten Gillibrand's proposal to take the prosecution of sex assault cases out of the chain of command. So do you expect that that bill is going to stall in the Senate?
I don't think so. I think some people are going to swallow hard because some things that they didn't want on both sides of the aisle aren't going to be in it. But, you know, that's the process of governing. The Rolling Stones, you know, Mick Jagger's a great philosopher, says you can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you'll often find you get what you need. And I think what we need right now is some certainty, and we need to put this, you know, this crisis situation behind us. So, yeah, the defense, I had some amendments that I was hoping would be able to be put on that bill. They probably aren't going to happen, but 98% of what people want, the strongest set of sexual assault prohibitions and work in the history of this country is already in the bill. And so I think people are going to go ahead and say, yeah, this is the best we can do right now, and we're going to get this done. The same thing goes on the budget deal. I mean, this is an opportunity. People have to compromise. You cannot always get everything that you think you need, and that's why I think it's so important.
But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need.
That's it.
Yeah, we're going to leave it there. As
Thanks,
we both
Thomas.
have Rolling Stones Mick Jagger tunes in our head for the rest of the day. Senator Angus King, thank you, sir. I appreciate you making time for me. All right, so nearly 1 year to the day since the tragedy in Newtown.